Hello my friends and welcome to another pick a card reading. I hope you're all doing really well and that 2025 is finding you in a really good space, a really good place, and ready to embrace all of the opportunities that are going to be coming your way, which is the title of this reading today. I'm sorry it's been such a while, but here we are. And let's have a look at the three pile choices that we have. Pile 1 is this beautiful SODALITE. Pile 2 is this gorgeous pink MANGANO CALCITE. And pile 3 is this ruby. Okay, so what opportunities are arising for you now? Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, timestamps will be in the description box below, my friends, and I'll see your reading. Bye. Hi, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. It's been a while, hasn't it? For those of you who come and watch my readings, it's been a little while, and I'm sorry I've been away. It's almost like I've been in a little bit of hibernation, trying to assimilate things. Seems like this is a similar thing. It's almost like January is a little bit of coldness. I get a sense of ice from this stone. And that there's still water that's flowing, but it's almost like, so basically like a lot's been going on under the surface. I've been doing my own kind of shadow work and stuff, and what's really interesting is that this is reminding me of that, very much with the blue and the white theme that's happening right now anyway, but like water that is under ice. So water that is still moving, but it's under the ice, so it hasn't completely frozen solid, but there is like kind of like a clear surface. So that's what I'm getting right now. Let's have a look. And something hasn't reached its fullest potential yet because this is a bead. It's been drilled, like a hole has been drilled into it. So it hasn't reached its fullest potential by becoming an actual, by actually having, you know, it's not fulfilling itself of all the duty it's supposed to. It's actually in a sense of stasis at the moment. Pile 1, the gorilla, and we've got peace. It's very, there we go, you can just about see it there, peace. Yeah, I think you've had to take the time out to really, oh, is that number 1? Wow, look at that. Can you see that? There we go, number 1. So you're definitely in a space of reset. Reset, reevaluate. Trying to get yourself to a place where you feel that you are just peaceful, because you know it's really interesting because you've got this like silverback gorilla, which is obviously something that can rip you to shreds. One of the most powerful animals on this planet, like mammals on this planet, but there's this sense of peace and quietness, and you know, this for me resonates with the upper world in shamanic terms. So there's something deeply healing, and when you're in the upper realms or the upper world in shamanic terms, it's deep healing. Like there isn't really, like you can do stuff, but usually you're more active in the lower worlds. When you're in the upper worlds, you usually just sit and receive. You receive more than you give, if that makes sense. So you've been in a place of stasis and you needed to go into a place, or you're currently in a space where you're having to reconsolidate everything that's happening and just overlooking and reflection, because the gorilla is looking into the world. I don't know, you can see that. I think you can probably see it better than I can because the light's really dim here, but it's perfect for camera. And like the gorilla is looking over the earth, it's almost like there's a sense of stewardship, but there's also a sense of reflection that's happening. So it's almost like overlooking, but knowing the responsibility that you have to take, but just not doing it just yet. You know, it's almost like you're assessing what your next steps are. Gift. Wow. Okay, so we've got souvenir, promotion, delight. I think, and number 36, which is 9. So that's really interesting. So I'm sensing that the need for you to not only consolidate what has happened for you, but also remembering that, you know, you do have gifts, you do have power, you do have things that are good for you, you do have things that you appreciate about yourself, and those things need to be really acknowledged before you continue on your path. So it's almost like you're making sure that you know the good things about yourself and that you're understanding those good things about who you are before you move forward into the next step for yourself, which I think is going to be something quite big. I don't know, I'm just getting this kind of like stewardship of the earth. So some of you may be healers, you may be people who look after people, so you may be nurses, doctors, you know, people who steward other people, teachers, mentors. I feel it's almost like you're seeing like what it is that you have to do, and you're making sure that you know that you're in a good place to be able to do it, basically. Wow, Mars. Motion, and it was reversed. I'm going to take it reversed. 22 is a master number, also does equate to 4, but we're going to take it as a master number, and it would be the next evolution. So what's really interesting, we got 22, 1, 9. So what I'm thinking here is that you're on the precipice of a new cycle of going into something very big. And I don't know, there's a really funny thing that I'm noticing here. I'm noticing the bottom here on the gorilla. It's very pert body. And body, did I actually say body? I don't ever say that at all. Just to let you know. I'm from East London, I don't usually say that. But anyway, never mind. His bottom, or his bum, so basically there may be a feeling that you feel like you've been stagnant for too long, you've not been moving. Mars is currently retrograde at the moment, so there is a reassessment, reconsideration, reevaluation of things that are going on at the moment. Like being able to take decisive action is maybe quite difficult. I know I'm certainly finding it difficult at the moment, which is probably why it's been so long before I put out a reading. But here we are. Wow. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? Okay. So, and it says the moon, duality, hidden gem, and secret power, and that's number 4. So we've got 2 number 4s here. So I think there's a real sense of you having to value what it is that you've got in order to give, and that will help you to move into this space where you're going to be stewarding, because I really think that you're going to be doing something big in terms of looking after people, supervising things. It may be a project that you're about to enter into. Might be a project that you're about to enter into. You're about to new phase at work or something. You know, you may still be on holiday. So, yeah. See what the tarot has to say. So what opportunities are coming next for my wonderful pile ones? What opportunities are coming next for my pile ones? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Because that was the other way around. Nice. Okay. That's all I'm going to take, because I want this to be quite a short reading. Okay, well, pile one, there's some big opportunities that are coming, I think. You're really understanding what it is exactly that you want. If you weren't sure previously, I think you are taking the time now, and you're not going to move until you are actually really sure. And the way that you're going to be able to move forward and step on your best foot forward is by analysing the gifts that you have, by looking at the gifts that you have, really embedding it and really believing in it, and really changing your perspective if it needs changing. So this idea of like, what is your strange, and what if your strangeness is actually your brilliance, this idea of being different, it's going to be really important for you to recognise that, so that you can move forward and also market yourself, particularly if you're like going into a business or anything like that. Yeah, King of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. So that kind of says to me that it's about you really being assertive in your communication. Seven of Swords is this real need to be honest with yourself and not to let anybody or anything get in your way. Naysayers, anything, you're actually going to just be really quite candid in the way that you approach things, and also in the way that you communicate. Six of Coins is the avoidance of anybody that is going to put you into a space where you don't feel empowered. Page of Wands is about you looking for the opportunity. It's almost like you're doing the two previous things with kindness, and you're understanding that. And then you have the Lovers, which is understanding a true balance within yourself in terms of the integrity that you approach everything with. So really, it's so like, it's really beautiful and really mature and regal. It's a really good place to be in. Love that, pile one. Love that. So let me give you an example. So for example, you want to start a business, or you want to do something in your job. You want to apply for a promotion, or you've been given a promotion and now you're ready to fulfill that in a way. Maybe you got given a promotion just before the holidays, and now you're ready to kind of move into that space. But you're going to make sure that you do it with a certain level of integrity. Okay, so we've got Flow, which is Temperance. That's reversed. We've got the Apprentice of Water, which is the Page of Cups reversed. We've got the Five of Pentacles reversed. And then we have the Nine of Wands reversed. Nine of Wands reversed. Good. Okay, so, wow, this is really good. I don't know, you realise that if you are not honest with yourself, you just are so out of balance that you have to be honest with yourself. It's almost like it's gotten to a point where if you are not honest with yourself, everything just kind of destabilizes. So you have to be honest with yourself. You can't really run away from it. I don't know if you've done like lots of shadow work and stuff, and I don't know, maybe there's been some things where you've kind of come to terms with what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. But now you're realizing that anything that is going to disturb your peace needs to be in the bin. Apprentice of Water, you don't need any players around you. Be that players in love, be that players in work, be that players with your family, with your friends, anybody. It's a no-no. Absolute no-no. The boundaries are being set fully. And your boundaries being set in that way is basically moving you to a place where you don't feel so alone and so left out. I don't know if you've had like problems trying to find a community of people, or you felt that you've not been able to communicate with people, or you've not been able to find people that you really kind of gel with. This will be an opportunity for you to do that. Like it might be at work or wherever, or friends or whatever. And the Lovers and the Nine of Wands reversed. I think there's just, you're just refusing to be triggered. And I think you're also noticing that any way that you are defensive about anything is actually something that compromises your balance. Powerful. Very powerful. Love that for you, Pile 1. Okay, so we've got fate. So this is exactly how it's supposed to happen at the right time. We've also got Jupiter as well at the top. So this is very much Wheel of Fortune energy. So I think that this is definitely supposed to happen at this time. And then you got another card, which was the Soul, which is the Hermit card. So it's almost like, you know, you've had to have this time to really listen to what your soul needed, what it wanted, what it was trying to say to you. Because I don't know if you doing stuff and trying to get things done really helped you to like you had to stop in order to hear the voice within, so that you could, you know, so that you could listen to what your soul truly wanted. Okay, to close out the reading, so the opportunities that are coming up for you. So, I mean, generally, it looks like there's some great opportunities coming up for you to really, like, take advantage of you're on the precipice, okay? You're on the precipice of something. You're about to embark on some kind of big project. I don't know what it is. To me, it doesn't look like love, but it could be. It could be anything. That's how ambiguous this is. But you are realizing that, you know, your value system, it's stronger than ever. And I think that this card is really important. This one, the Moon here. Because, you know, what if your strangeness is actually your brilliance, and that's the gift? And I think that this is something that you need to think about consistently when you move forward into these spaces. Okay, last card is this beautiful card of the Buddha. And it says wisdom. And it's actually number 532. So know well what leads you forward and what holds you back. Choose the path that leads to wisdom. Buddha. As the Buddha taught, wisdom is the actual means by which we can purify ourselves. Just knowing this brings calmness and then faith, and eventually it brings truth to the light. So, with that being said, my beautiful Pile 1, I really hope you enjoyed your reading. Wonderful opportunities. It's really exciting to hear. Please do like this video if you liked it. Do subscribe for more. If you like it, it really helps me out on the algorithm. And also do hit the bell icon as well. If you make sure you hit the bell icon to all uploads, because then that means that you will get notified every time I upload. And I promise I will be uploading a bit more this year. So anyway, my darlings, have a wonderful morning, evening, night, or day whenever you're choosing to watch this. And remember that honesty is always key. Pile 2, hello and welcome to your reading. So you chose this beautiful pink Mangano calcite. This has been a healing journey for you. It's been really gentle. I don't know if you've had some kind of loss. It could be any kind of loss. It could be that somebody has left your life unexpectedly in some way. It could be that you didn't get a job that you wanted. It could be that you didn't get something that you wanted. It could be that you didn't go somewhere that you wanted to go. Anything. If that was the case, your heart is healing from it at the moment. Dolphin 42. And we have happiness. I think this is a reminder, and it's number 6, which is the Lovers. I think this is a reminder that play is going to be something that's really going to be healing for you. in order for you to work through whatever it is that is going on for you right now, because it feels like heavy. I feel some kind of, I feel not heavy, but I feel like the encouragement is to play and swim. If you don't go into, like, use water, definitely use some water to help you heal. Because there's something about nurturing yourself. This Mangano calcite is a beautiful nurturing stone that kind of like just cocoons you and holds you in this little womb, like we have here with this pregnant lady that's on top of the dolphin. It's almost like, you know, just holding and being really kind of intelligent about these feelings that are coming up for you, and nurturing them with play in order to heal them. I hope that makes sense. Wow, third wheel. What is that? Enemy, distrust, flirtatiousness. Interesting. And then we've got 37, which is number 10. Okay. So this could be that you maybe found out that you were in a third party relationship. It could be all third party, or it could be a sense of work, like you felt that you were not recognized for what you did, or maybe that you had to act in a certain way around someone. You couldn't really be yourself when you wanted to be. Really interesting. Let's have another look at what else there is for my wonderful pile twos. What opportunities are coming up for my pile twos? What opportunities are arising for my pile twos? What opportunities? And I think whatever this situation is that you're healing from it, because I think this is in the past. You were healing from it, and I don't know, maybe you feel like you haven't been hit, like you're like, when is the pain going to be over? And actually you've been working so hard that it is happening. You may not notice it, but it's happening. So really do show yourself some compassion, pile 2. Leo. Okay. It's your time to shine. What's really interesting as well is that, you know, you may have been overshadowed by people. I think it might be that you may have like been in competition with someone about something. I'll find out with the tarot like what it is exactly, but it seems like there was a competition for something, be it a job, be it work, be it, I don't know about love. I don't really believe in the fact that, like, you know, third party situation in terms of like love, because if people are meant to be together, they're meant to be together, and I don't believe in like stealing people from people. That's not a thing I believe in. I kind of think if somebody isn't with you, then they weren't really meant to be with you anyway. If they will be with you, then they'll be with you. That's kind of how I feel about it. This is about a situation. This could also be to do with boundaries, you know, as well. The fact that, you know, your boundaries are not going to be compromised. Similar to pile 1, your boundaries are not going to be compromised. You realise that, you know, you're going to accept only what you want, and it's about you this time. Similar to pile 1, but except that I feel like it's been a bit of an unfair situation that's happened to you. So now you know that you've just got to stand up for yourself and you've just got to do your thing. And whereas there wasn't a sense of motion with pile 1, there is a sense of motion with yours, and it's also about evolving your emotion. So here we've got memento mori, life, presence, depth. The meaning is in the middle. Wow. Yeah, there's and 22, master number. So there's definitely something for you to learn from this situation. There's a reason why you were in this situation, and there's something for you to learn from it. So, okay, let's have a look at what the tarot says, pile 2. Okay, what opportunities are coming forward for my pile 2, arriving from my pile 2? Whoa. Oh, wow. Pile 2. Well, okay, for those of you that it's to do with love, I think this is a kind of thing of where you've got to feel the fear and do it anyway. Because, I don't know, like, you may even come up against someone who reminds you of a situation that, you know, you could get hurt in. But I'm going to be honest with you, Paul, too. Like, part of life is about us taking those chances and learning those lessons in terms of where our boundaries lie. So if we need to go and do something again that causes us to make the mistake again, then so be it. As long as we learn, right? So what I'm getting here is that you're stepping out and you're getting out. King of Wands reversed, though. There's just kind of a misguided sense of how you're heading out. It's not necessarily something that's directed in I wouldn't say positive. It just feels like it's reactionary. Does that make sense? So it's almost like a rebound energy. And it's so strong. It's really strong. And you kind of get like temporal happiness from it. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like there could be possibilities, good, like some nice things that could occur from you just indulging a bit, you know. I know that sounds mad, right? But sometimes when we've been through shit, sometimes we have to just go and have a good time, right? And I think that's what's happening here, especially with Leo there. It's almost like partying your sorrow away in a way. Not saying that that's exactly what it is, but it's almost like maybe there was a sense of, say for example, this is just an example, this is not necessarily the situation that's happening, but it could be one of the interpretations that's happening within this reading. But in a romantic context, you know, say for example, you dedicated your life to someone and then you found out that they were cheating. And then you realise that actually the whole thing of you, and this could be like quite later on in life, like you could have built up a life with this person, like maybe spent about 10 years with them, and then suddenly ending up breaking up with them. And now you're just going into a space where you're just like exploring and just getting yourself out there and exploring regardless of the consequences. And I think you need to do that in order to find out what your boundaries are. That's what it feels like. Because the question was, what are the opportunities that are coming up for you? So, you know, these are all opportunities, whether they're good or bad. We all make them good opportunities. We all make them positive opportunities, no matter what they are. So even though they seem like maybe, oh God, you shouldn't do this, it's almost like you just have to get burnt in order to know that you don't put your hand there. Do you know what I mean? The Hermit is clarified by the Apprentice of Fire, which is the Page of Wands reversed. Okay, I see what's happening. And then you've got the Five of Swords reversed. Good. Well done, you. Thank you. And then we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Oh, nice. And then we have Death. Is that Death? Yeah, Death reversed. But here it's called Rebirth. Funny that it's clarifying the sun. Okay. Wow, very powerful time for you, Pile 2. You know something, I was thinking about like how intentions and magic and things that we weave with our words, how we speak is important. And apparently verse is more powerful than prose. And I don't know, things have just been coming out in like rhyming. So I don't know, maybe there's something in that in terms of how you're looking at the flow of things. I really do feel like this death reversed is telling me that exactly what I said before. The Apprentice of Fire, the Hermit reversed, the Apprentice of Fire reversed is essentially you're going to meet some fuckboys. And also you're going to meet some just flaky people, I think. I just think you're just like going to meet things and people that are not really going to have the opportunities that you're really seeking. But it's just nice to get out there. And then you've got like the King of Wands reversed, but then you've got the Five of Swords reversed. Even though you're meeting these people and these opportunities are not as fruitful as you'd hope, that is not deterring you whatsoever. And it's almost like you're allowing yourself to do the work. It actually leads you into doing the work, because you're realizing that even if you do that, it doesn't make you happy. So then you go back and you do the work, because you know that it's quite a similar message to Pile 1, but just in a very different way. Like, you can't really lie to yourself about stuff. So maybe, you really like to go out and get like drunk on a night out or something, or you really like to work yourself into the ground in order to avoid certain things. You're realizing that you can't lie to yourself in that way. Wow. That's deep. Okay. I'll take the first one. Okay, the first one was Fate, so same as Pile. No, I'll take the other one as well. So we had Fate and we had the Veil. So this is like the High Priestess. So this is about listening to your intuition, because that will guide you more than anything, and trusting that everything is happening at the right time. So there are big opportunities for you to grow at this point. Take the opportunities, go for them. Obviously be careful. I'm not telling you to like go and risk it all for just something stupid, but like just go for it, and just make sure the consequences aren't so bad. Like, go for it. Explore. Live your life. Do what you've got to do. Okay, so we've got this card to close out the reading. Your opportunities. Truthfulness. Wonderful. Number 28, which equates to 10. Like a lovely flower, bright and fragrant, are the fine and truthful words of the man who always says what he means, speaking and acting skillfully in accordance with your own true values, and in doing so showing people who you really are without the exaggeration or trying to impress or be something that you're not, is the ultimate form of truthfulness. Look deep within yourself and investigate what the truth is for you. Okay, my beautiful Pile 2, it's been a pleasure to read for you. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you've liked it, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe for more videos, and also do hit the notification bell so that you get notified of whenever I upload. Make sure it's on like all uploads, otherwise you just never hear about them. But it will really help the YouTube algorithm for other people to find this reading if you do like the video. So thank you so much. If you did, don't no pressure. But anyway, I hope you'll have a wonderful morning, evening, night, whenever you're choosing to watch this, and day. And remember that, my friends, that honesty is always key. Bye. Pile 3, the glorious ruby. How are you? I hope you're good. God, the thing that really gets me about this ruby is the record keepers. All these little triangles that are in this semi-precious stone, or in this precious stone. It's just in a really raw form. Really beautiful ruby. I love the way, there's just something so passionate and divine about its thing. It's about making a statement based on all the experiences that it's been through. I'm here. I deserve to be here. That's the message I'm getting. Wow. Snow leopard. The Watcher. I love that. That is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I was just checking. That's like on the cover of the box. It looks so good. 15 is the number of the devil. It also equates to the number of the lovers. So this is about you watching certain things. Interesting. Let's find out a bit more. What opportunities are coming up for my pile? What opportunities are arising for my pile 3? Wow. Stop. Break, pause, stagnation, 12. Okay, 12 is the Hanged Man. Okay. Interesting. This is really interesting. I need to do some more cards before I speak, so let me just continue. Because I've got a feeling about this, but I want to clarify it first. No, 1. Ascendant, entrance, interesting, it's reversed. You need to plan an entrance, you need to plan something before you start, make an entrance somewhere, before you do something to create an impression of something somewhere. You need to wait. You need to look at an alternative perspective on it. 26, number 8, the mirror, self-reflection, writer, big picture. Okay, right. So, yeah, there's basically some kind of like reactionary energy that's happening. There's something reactionary that's happening that's causing you to want to react in a certain way. But something's saying, nope, wait. Hold your horses. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this. My juicy pile 3s, and we've got number 35, which is again 8, so we've got 2 8s here. 8 is number of strength, as well as the number of kind of assessing what you have before you continue, in a way. But it's almost like finding the solace in yourself, the consolidation in your own work. Not in more so your abilities rather than your resolve. Do you know what I mean? Rather than your kind of tenacity. It's more to do with like what you've done. Like have faith in what you've done. Be confident in what you've done. That this is enough. It's almost like, you know what's coming to mind? Like when you've had an argument with someone and then you're like, you realise that you've said something wrong. And then you're like, oh my God, maybe I should go and do this, and maybe I should go and do that. Maybe I should have say this. Maybe I'll give him a text and say this. No, stop. Don't do it. 9 of Wands, there's a fear of acting out of fear. Like you are acting out of fear. 2 of Coins is an imbalance. The Devil appeared quite a bit for the last one, and the 6 of Wands reversed. Okay. Okay, so this is an opportunity for you not to take any action. Okay? Okay? Because it feels like that you will undermine yourself if you decide to move forward. I hope that makes sense. Because it's almost like you may have had some kind of disagreement with someone. But in order for you to put across who you are, you have to make sure that you do any silly move forward or what's the word? Hasty. Any hasty move that you make will make you look not very good. So just stop. You've got other things to worry about as well. And this is about ego. I wouldn't be surprised if the person is trying to tempt you into a space, or something is trying to coax you into a space where you might get trapped. So the action here is not to take any. which is so mad because you've got that ruby. But I think that's it, because it's almost like the initial reaction is to take action. But yeah, because the place where you're working from, acting from is not it doesn't feel like it's coming from the best of places. A god of air here, so that's the King of Swords. You really do have to show who's the bigger person here. I don't know what it was, man, but it seems like it was something really, like the ego got hit. The ego got hurt. Nine of Wands reversed. Interesting. Is that Nine of Wands as well? So we've got the Nine of Wands twice, but we've got it upright and okay. Yeah, I think this has got you into a bit of a tizzy. Two of Wands reversed. Yeah, it has. It's pissed you off. It's really pissed you off. So yeah, the opportunity here is to see how much you don't react. Whatever it is, it's disturbed your peace, and I think you just have to make peace with that. I'm only laughing because it's shit. Ace of Wands. Is that Ace of Cups? Yes, okay, cool. I'm telling you, this is going to make you feel, if you can do this, yeah, it's going to make you feel great. This is an opportunity to show who's the bigger person. Path 3. This is an opportunity for you to show that you are actually not triggered by that bullshit anymore. You're not that person anymore. You're not who that person thinks you are. They think that they're gonna get a rise out of you. And then we've got Sacred Space, that's the Empress. Yeah, you're going to be exuding King and Empress energy. That ain't for you. You're not going. This is an opportunity for you to behave in a way that you probably haven't behaved before. And you're going to love yourself so much for it. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if you think, shit, I fucking did that, man. Like, I actually did that. I behaved in that way. I behaved with that level of maturity when I wasn't able to before. Okay, we'll still take... Yeah, we'll take both because I like that one as well. Okay, so this one is 3, letting go, same number as the Empress. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. Letting go simply means allowing things to be as they are without constantly struggling or to control or resist an outcome, or continually reminding yourself of an unhappy past event or negative emotion. Okay, and the next Buddha card is this one with this gorgeous bird on his head. So like, it's like peace. The path. Oh my god. Okay, for number 4. So 3 and 4. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. Oh, I love these cards. They're great. The path to enlightenment is an endless process. You have to practice diligently and with discipline. Eventually you will become the path itself, and fewer struggles and sufferings will come your way. Wow. So, I'll tell you a little story before I close this reading. Not a little story, but I'll just tell you a little kind of insight that I get from meditation and how I know that I'm doing all right. Like, I'm actually progressing on the path, as we say in Vipassana. So if a situation doesn't anger me as much as it used to, then I know that I am progressing. I'm actually progressing on the path. So it's the idea that if it took you 10 hours to calm down from being angry, if it takes you 8 hours, if it takes you 6 hours, if it will go that way rather than you just not getting angry at all. We think that if we meditate that we won't get angry, but actually the depth and the level of our anger gets less as opposed to it not happening at all. So I think we need to make sure that we observe that about ourselves, and also remember that, certain things that we would have, certain ways that we would have behaved previously, like I mentioned, actually is not the way that we would do now. And that in itself is a wonderful opportunity to see how much we've grown. And it's almost like we need that event in order to see how much we've grown. And therein is the opportunity. My darling Path 3s, it's been a pleasure reading for you. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Please do like, subscribe and all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell as well, and do it on all readings, because otherwise it just never notifies you. Only if you put it on all readings, then it will notify you really of when I upload. I don't know, the algorithm is rubbish. But anyway, have a wonderful morning, evening, night or day, whenever you're choosing to watch this. And remember that honesty is always key.